What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you see, check out the entire episode at patreon.com/partywithstrategy. Every single week is a bonus episode. That's 4 episodes a month for $5. In a time where everything's overpriced, we're bringing back the clearance rack, baby. Let's go, champ. We'll see you over there. Enjoy the preview. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Party with Strategy podcast. Patreon episode. Strat Pack's in the building. Let's go, champ. If you're not part of the team, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know where you're at. It's time to get on board. Patreon.com/partywithstrategy. $5 per month gets you 4 episodes. 1 extra episode a week, bonus episode. That will be this one right here. You'll get a little preview, a little taste, just a little hit. You know, trying to lure some of you guys in with some beauty this week. We have one of my favorite guests, my number one favorite person, my most fun plus one, the most fun plus one, my ride or die, the road trip ranger, my passenger princess. She's blind at night, but never short of sight. Ladies and gentlemen, the warden.
The warden. Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How are you? Actually, I'm exhausted, but
are you?
Yeah.
We had a long weekend.
Long weekend.
And that's what we're here to talk about.
And then I got recruited today.
For what?
For this.
Oh, yeah, for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was work, though? Easy day? Busy day?
Easy. Worked at a coffee shop for a couple hours.
That's good.
And then booked some meetings, and now we're here.
Yeah. Here we are.
With the podcasts.
The only podcast with the couple podcasts. Diamond Cut, how you feeling?
Comfy.
Tired as well too, but I was not at a coffee shop.
We're out here. I kind of want to talk about today. You know, I spent a lot of time over the last, I don't know, I'd say 6 years, 5 years maybe, being on the internet, trying to preach about the single life and trying to turn people away from finding a partner and just, you know, really being the DJ that everyone thinks of when you think of DJs, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
You remember.
I remember. It's all up here.
And I just wanted to take today to really go the opposite direction and talk about how incredible it is to be a DJ with an amazing partner that can go with you to different states and travel around and do road trips and fly on planes and be there right by your side and, you know, all the fun things that we had over the weekend, that we did, that we experienced, that we encountered. The ups and the downs, when really the downs they're not even that far down, you know?
What are the downs?
Well, there was just a couple moments, maybe when you spilled a drink in the DJ booth, I would say is a down.
We're not even a minute in, like, relax.
You asked.
The girl was, well, not the girl, she was very nice, but like the 2 people dancing right there were leaning over the thing, and then I tried to move something, my jacket hit the high noon.
When you're rich and you got a big furry jacket on, that's a fucking 7-inch extension of your forearm. You got to account for that.
Yeah.
Not the chinchilla coat.
Yeah. Oh, it got soaked. Yeah. That was the first party foul I think I've had.
Yeah.
Which is not bad.
No, not bad at all. But that's why I said the downs weren't even that far down.
Yeah.
You know? They were downs, but they weren't like syndromes. Right?
Right.
All right, now I gotta see it. We're not even a minute in. It's already.
Yeah. No, that was kind of the other one.
But I mean, I'm just coming off of an incredible weekend. Just life. Everything that when life feels not that great, this is the opposite of that. You know, it's like it's the refreshment, it's the rebirth, it's the I don't know. The weed hasn't kicked in yet, and I'm having trouble making things up.
You're making me nervous. You're being so nice.
It's like the complete opposite. It's the turn, the come up, the remembering of why I do all this shit and love it so much. Because sometimes you forget, you know. Last week wasn't my favorite week of DJing or just life in general. We had it was super busy, and there's mayhem and chaos, and you don't get a second for yourself. And this weekend was the complete opposite. It was just us. We had a great time driving.
First road trip.
Stopping in Elkhart. It was our first road trip together.
Shout out to Elkhart, Indiana. It's my new favorite place.
She loves Elkhart.
No, it was just because we were driving for, 2 hours or something, and there's nothing on that drive, and I just wanted coffee, food, whatever. And finally, Elkhart appears, and it has every single fast food place you could ever imagine or want in one spot.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was like corporate capital of America. Food corporation capital.
That was good. Had to stop there both ways.
And you know that they're fat fucks in Elkhart because places that don't have drive-thrus had drive-thrus, right? Like
Chipotle.
Jimmy John's, Chipotle.
Never seen a Chipotle drive-thru before.
What?
Yeah. It was crazy. We didn't try it, but I've never seen that.
Like they put a drive-thru. Jimmy John's was in a mini mall. Jimmy John's is like one storefront of 3, and there's just like a parking lot in front, you know, standard operation. You pull into one of the spots. But then like on the back end of that front parking lot, there's a fucking drive-through sign that's got 4 cement pillars around it so you can't crash into it. It's just like it's like not even set up for a drive-through, but they're like, we're in Elkhart. We need the drive-through. You know?
Get out and get my food? Nah, build a drive-through on that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The 2 girls that were in there were shocked that we walked in there, I think.
Yeah, they've never seen humans in the store before.
Bro, I forgot our doors actually work.
Yeah. They were in the back, like, shoving food in their face. I was like, hi. And she was like, oh, shoot, sorry.
Yeah. Very exciting news. Brand new sponsor for the show. Shouts to Long Drink. They see the vision. If you guys like what's going on here, you got to go buy some Long Drink. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back. Check this out. All right, party people, you know how it is. Late nights, great music, and that perfect vibe. And what's a better way to elevate the night than with a refreshing drink in your hand? I'm talking about the Finnish Long Drink. If you haven't heard of it yet, the Long Drink is not just any drink. It's a legendary Finnish favorite that's been around since the 1952 Summer Games. It's a deliciously refreshing blend of premium liquor, natural grapefruit flavor, and just the right amount of carbonation. It's smooth, crisp, and perfect for any occasion, whether you're chilling with friends, getting the weekend started, or just winding down after a set. And the best part? It's super convenient. No need to be a mixologist. Just crack the can and you've got a perfectly mixed, ready to drink cocktail. Whether you're into the classic, zero, or strong, there's a Long Drink for everyone. So next time you're tuning into the show or spinning your own beats, grab a Long Drink and take your night to the next level because good vibes deserve great drinks. Cheers to the perfect mix. Music and Long Drink. Let's go, champ. Let's get back to the show. Thank you guys for watching. Shouts to Long Drink. Make sure you go grab one. Peace. It was great, though. I mean, I want to know a little bit more about your experience in terms of, you know, it being our first road trip. You're coming with me to gigs. I mean, how do you feel? Are you my sidekick? What does it feel like? What's the position you play when we go to a different city and I'm working, but it's still fun, but it's also still work. I feel like at certain points I still had a little bit of work stress, right?
I think every spot is different. Every city is different. This one, obviously being like a road trip, was more relaxing for us in a way because you don't have to go to the airport. You don't have to travel. You don't have to go through a security line with Zach.
She hates that. I always get a pep talk before we pull up to the airport.
In the car.
She's like, if they ask you to take your hoodie off, you're going to take it off, right?
Well, this stemmed from one time when we're going through security. I think I had a hoodie. I took my hoodie off. You know, you have a sweat or you have a t-shirt on under. And the security woman was like, do you have a t-shirt on under that? And he just looks her dead in the face and says, no. And she's like, I see it. Like, I see your collar. And he's like, it's a tank top. I can't take it off. And goes through the line, and she lets him.
Did I blow up the plane after?
No, but it's
what's
just
the issue
it's
here?
Embarrassing. You're embarrassing me. And then I'm just like running away. Like I can't handle the secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah, she gets anxiety pulling up to the airport.
Everyone does.
That I'm
if
gonna
you
be.
don't.
Well, there's just general anxiety,
Yeah.
of course, but then you get the extra anxiety
you.
of like, what kind of problems is he gonna cause in the TSA line?
Like that's your.
That's my bread and butter.
That's
is
your
what that is.
Worst. You at your worst is at an airport security line.
Yeah.
Which isn't terrible, but
The downs aren't that far down.
they're not that far down. But like you just hate everyone trying to tell you to do something or take your laptop out.
Unless
or,
it's my baby. If
And
you're
then-
not my baby, you can't tell me what to do.
we'll be like going through the line and we'll be getting close and I'll like nuzzle on his shoulder. I'm like, you're gonna take your hoodie off, right? And he's like, I don't know. We'll like see how they are up there.
See how they act, you
maybe
know?
I won't. And I'm like, can you
See
take
how they act.
Sometimes you have to assert dominance on a TSA employee. You know what I mean? Because
Well,
they
no.
take it too far.
Who comes in with that idea?
this one right here?
People like want to be like, dude, I don't want to deal with TSA. They're gonna do this, whatever. Just get it done and dealt with. And Zach's coming into the airport like, all right, how am I gonna fuck up with
Yeah.
these TSA?
You got to show them who's boss.
No. So there's that. But yeah. What were we saying before? Oh,
You're
each
saying
city,
road tripping's.
Yeah, each city's different. This one was really fun. I went to all three of your gigs, or I stopped in at least. Sometimes I don't go to any.
Yeah, you skipped a
I
gig in
think-
Delray. But I think that's good. If you're not feeling like you want to party, like
Yeah.
I don't want you there and then I'm like feeling bad.
Clip
You're,
it.
and yeah, you're there and I'm like, come
Remember
on.
this?
Yeah. No, but for this trip in particular, I like wasn't ready to go. We were traveling so much last week for Thanksgiving, even though it's just like the suburbs, but like driving an hour here one day, driving an hour here another day. We drove 2 hours to my parents' house, drive home. So we were just traveling a lot. There's a lot of holiday stuff. And they were like, shit, we have to go to Cleveland in 3 days. Like, just weren't ready for it. And I was like, I don't think I really want to go. And I was like kind of being kidding, but I was like being serious in my heart that I didn't really want to go. And you're like, come on, it'll be fine. Like, I can't do this drive by myself, please.
Yeah, I'd had to call Khalid last minute.
You still
Scooped
did,
him
told
up.
him to book a flight. But no, when, it was fine. The drive wasn't bad. This trip, it was fun. Everything was walkable from the hotel. So another layer of like not having to get into an Uber. I get so car sick. That's like one obviously really negative thing about traveling with you a lot lately. Like I hate the Uber to the airport. I hate planes. I hate cars, planes, trains,
and
automobiles. Yeah. I just like, I get
We're
sick.
locked in. We're locked in.
I get so sick. So it's like such a negative part of traveling. So, that's why he pushes me to drive for the 5 hours because he doesn't want me to feel sick.
Yes, you are not car sick when you're driving, and it would only be right if you drove for the bulk of the ride so that you're not car sick.
Right.
I mean, this is like a medical opinion.
Right. He's a doctor.
All of that just sounded like convenience for
doctor.
him.
Sure did. But no, I mean, I can't drive at night. So like I'll always take kind of the morning and then push him into the night. But you being on your phone when you're driving. was making me a little nuts.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Especially, like, it's not that I don't trust you to, like, crash into anything or to crash into something, but you being, like, that little bit disconnected from driving causes you to brake a little suddenly, swerve a little bit more, which is
Making you more car sick.
making me more car sick.
Daddy's got to work.
No, you're scrolling fucking Instagram.
I was not scrolling Instagram. That is false. I was working.
He's DMing people on Instagram.
I could have potentially been DMing people. I definitely was using that time to research new disco and dance songs, right? So every time a new song that I liked came on, I had to get on my phone and like it, make sure it was added to my folder.
Yeah.
Daddy's working.
Right. But yeah, it was good. The gigs were really fun. I love Christmas in general, so you playing at Christmas bar was fun. And then John Boy was awesome. That was the most fun I've had in a long time. But I always have fun at any John Boy because it's my favorite place. But this one, I had a great time.
It was fantastic. It was awesome. The food was good. We ate at the restaurant down at the bottom of the A-loft there. Fantastic steak. You just went like soup and salad, super vegan.
Yeah. But I mean, another negative of traveling, like I didn't feel good.
On the first night?
No, just like, you know, when you're not in a routine and like you're eating out and it's just kind of like,
you're throwing
I didn't
off
want anything at dinner because I just like felt full, felt gross, you know. But
yeah, I feel that. I didn't get to shower one time in Cleveland.
Get to?
When I was going to shower, you said...
I can't even believe you admitted to that.
I was getting up to go shower. I said, I'm going to hop in the shower real quick. And you said, we don't have time. And I said, say less. I won't shower.
We didn't have time. we were in the hotel room for 3 hours.
We were sitting in the restaurant lobby waiting for our table for the amount of time it would have taken me to shower, which was about 7 minutes. Excuse me.
Well, I was getting antsy because the restaurant called me 2 or 3 times throughout the day to confirm my reservation, which I, of course, didn't answer because I don't
Who answers a restaurant reservation check?
And I made the reservation on Open Table. So, like, I trust Open Table to have my reservation in the system. So I was like, I'm not going to answer. But since they called so many times and it was the only reservation left when I made it, I was like, they're going to like boot us if we're not there in the exact time. And then we did get there. They said, or texted the table was ready and it wasn't. But anyway.
Yeah. And then she goes, let me walk you to your table, and walked us to the sushi bar.
To the sushi counter.
Bar.
Yeah.
Not a table.
No.
Very off-putting.
Yeah.
But the food filled the void that I felt from her disrespecting us like that.
Yeah. No, it was good. The place was cute. But yeah, you didn't shower.
I didn't get a chance to shower. What do you want me to do?
Never mind.
I think that here's the thing. I don't normally sit here and brag about my DJ abilities, but I will say that Saturday night I played one of the most incredible sets I think I've played in a long time. And when that type of thing happens,
now you're never going to shower before a gig.
when that type of thing happens, I have to sit and think about what transpired in the day prior or maybe the day before. And being unshowered is a potential factor. It's all I'm saying.
I don't have any.
Do you maybe, do you maybe have some other factors that could have played into my performance?
I think the room was packed. I think everyone was having a great time.
So now it has nothing to do with me.
I don't think it has anything to do with you not showering. I think you had a great set. I think I was the most drunk I've been at a gig in a long time, and I was having a great time. So you were then having a great time.
Can we play the video?
No.
Can we roll the video?
No.
All right, she doesn't want to.
Well, you have two. You can play the one from Miami. That one's cuter.
Okay, that's a fun video. We can talk about that.
But I get the worst hangovers now. And
Since you've turned 30.
yeah, thank you. Just kidding. But I get the worst hangovers. And so on certain occasions when we're going to have to be in a car for 6 hours the next day driving home, I was like, I don't want to get drunk tonight. I don't want to take shots. Don't let me take shots. If someone offers me a shot, don't let me take it. So then he records me saying that to the camera.
Because we all know someone who's already started drinking and then wants to drink more, when you try and intervene, it's never a good situation. It's never good, which has always been crazy to me. It's always been insane that, like, if you tell a drunk person that they're drunk, they get mad about it. Like, I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. Like, you've been drinking.
Well, it's because the insinuate.
What do you think is gonna happen?
It's the insinuation of you being like, you're drunk as a negative. So someone gets defensive of like, that's negative. I'm in control of myself. I'm not drunk.
Is it negative or is it just factual information? Like,
Yeah.
You're drunk and that's fine, but drink some water and maybe drink more after. I don't know. But you're drunk. Like,
But yeah. And then I was sneaking shots behind your back.
I go to
For the
take a
first
shit
time
at
ever.
Margaritaville
I
and
felt
she's
like-
taking shots. I'm taking shits and she's taking shots.
That's when I like really felt like I had an issue for the first time. No, we're in the dueling piano bar and he's like, oh shit, I've been trying to shit all day. Now it's happening. Like, I gotta go. And I was like, do you want to go here? And he's like, hell no. I was like, okay.
You don't shit at a dueling piano bar. That's just law.
I'm crying already. And goes across the street to Margaritaville, which, is probably worse.
No, it was absolutely empty. It was incredible.
Okay. And while he was gone, I'm standing there by myself. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Take shots?
What do I do? Well, I guess I just take shots.
Yeah. And you came back. I didn't tell you. And that's like the first thing I've ever kept from you. And then we go to John Boy and we're drinking the long drinks. And
Shouts to long drink. Let's go, John Boy. First of all, every single spot at Cleveland had long drinks. Mm-hmm. Not many of them had the white ones. And we all know I'm on the New Year's Eve shred. No sugar for the kid. But we
did you talk about that yet?
The
That'll
New
go
Year's
into our
Eve gig.
travel. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I did a whole solo pod actually on the Patreon about just everything that transpired that day at the end of that day. So I was still like really hype off it. It
End
was
of
kind
what
of
day?
tight. The day that I talked to White Shadow and he just fucking threw money at my face and plane tickets and
Is that
fucking
already up?
hotel rooms and shit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I watched it.
Wow.
I actually just subscribed to Party with Strategy on YouTube like last month. And he's like, what the hell?
This is insane.
Yeah. Oh, long drink. So then we were drinking them at John Boy and they had the white one. So I don't know. I just like the night before it was the worst drunk, which I think played into it the next night. Cause like you eat something or you just, I don't know. The drunk doesn't feel good. You don't want to be drinking. This night it was great. So I kept going to the bar and getting us more. And you would like not even finish your drink and I would just replace it.
I literally almost spilled a couple times in the DJ booth because my drink, my can was like low and I knew that in my head. So I would go to grab it and I would go to grab it like lightly. No, lightly because it was low.
Right.
And my hands would like slip and like the can would almost fall because you replaced it with a full one. I forgot to tell you that. I was going to be like, yo, let me know if you replace my can because I almost fucking spilled it a couple times.
That's funny. But not a couple times. One time when I went to get us a new round, of course, the cute little girl bartender was like, do you want to take a shot? And she's like, of course. So then I took a shot there. And I didn't tell you about that either until the next day.
And the video, it's so funny because I have the video of you just being like, I'm not going to drink tonight. You were even saying, I'm not drinking. Not even, I'm not going to drink a lot.
Crying. I don't know what's happening.
Well, when you confess your sins, sometimes when you talk about the evil, it comes out of your face as well.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah. The one in Miami.
Hold, just for context, you don't want to show the video of you.
I'll look at it again. We'll see.
Maybe we'll put it up, but it's probably not going up. But there is a fantastic.
He's recording me like this in bed, like this close to my nose.
Well, I mean, yeah, we didn't have Raul producing it for us.
Wait, straight from the top. How drunk again?
The video in Delray Beach is actually my favorite video ever.
Which one?
Of you in bed singing Get It Shouty by Lloyd.
You can play that.
It's the end of the night. It's after the gig. We're at the hotel. She gets some fucking Funyuns or something from the little shop down there. And then I'm like on my computer doing something. I think I had to send an invoice or edit a video or something, and she's just in bed in her PJs and just like, like a drunk girl that's eating, that's just so in love with the act of just eating and just having the best time ever. So I pull my phone out and start recording her, and then she looks over and sees me recording and just completely plays into it and is just blowing kisses at the camera and singing Lloyd. It's incredible. You'll see it. We'll put it up.
You'll see it.
And that's where you cut it for the Patreon, right? If you want to see it, they got to be on Patreon.
But on Saturday, I was more drunk than that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did you throw up at all that I don't know about? Because you like to do that sometimes, too, I think.
Home bar.
A little sneaky
Shout
barf.
out home bar.
Really? At a home bar?
She's like, I got to go to the bathroom. And I walk her to the bathroom and I go take a piss too. And then when I meet her back in front of the bathroom and she's like,
this is just to blow him up my spot podcast.
Mojo's disgusted in you and your actions. And he actually came over to hang out with me.
I am crying.
Well, alright. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human soul. It'll usually show when the truth ain't told. Use a lie.